We are the Fantasy Addicts, and this is Pick 6. All right, for our first picks, we're doing our Fantasy Beast of the Week.
This is the guy that we think is going to have a huge week in fantasy points.
You know, he might be a superstar, he might be, kind of on the lower end, but either way, he's going to way outperform anything that, that you're thinking about. My pick, Frank Gore, going against New Orleans, who can't stop me and you. All right, Frank Gore
That's a nice pick.
had, 100 plus yards, touchdowns, all that. Granted, they were going up against a pretty sloppy defense last week, but New Orleans, that's all they do is give up points, give up yards, and it's going to be Frank Gore all the way.
I like that one. My pick for this week would be Jay Cutler. Broncos are going against the Chiefs. The Chiefs looked horrible last week. The Chiefs have looked bad the first 3 weeks of the season.
You know that.
And Denver's looked amazing, so I like Denver to put a ton of points on the Chiefs. That's my beast pick of the week is Jay Cutler.
All right, our next picks are for survivor pools, suicide pools, knockout pools, whatever you want to call them. I take San Diego over Oakland. San Diego looks strong Monday night. Phillip Rivers is showing that he can put that offense on his back even when LT isn't getting it done. And then maybe that takes some of the pressure off LT and he gets it done towards the end of the game, just like you saw last week. I think they're going to smash him.
Well, not only that, but LT made an appearance last week. He had 2 touchdowns. He looks to be healthy.
Yep.
So I like that one. That's a good pick.
And it's Oakland.
For my pick, I'm going to have to stick with the Broncos again. I'm a big Broncos fan this week.
I know, right? I thought you were a Bears fan.
I am. But I think Denver, again, they're going to pound Kansas City into the ground. So if you need a survivor pick, if you haven't picked Denver, this is the week to do it.
All right, our last pick is our lock of the week for you betting men out there. Against the spread, I love Buffalo over St. Louis. 8.5 points. St. Louis, I think, has gotten beat in the first 3 games, like 600 to 11. All right, it has been ugly. I think it's going to continue to be ugly. Trent Edwards really looked great at the end of the game last week.
Oh, nice pick. Okay, my pick for this week would have to be the Green Bay Packers over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, this one is a pick, so there's no spread. It's dead even. The only thing you have to decide is who wins the game. And judging by the first 3 weeks, I think Green Bay has a big advantage there.
I'm with you. I don't see Greasy putting the ball in there 60 times. If he does, it'll be a couple pick 6 for him too.
He could be leaving on a stretcher if that happens.
So that's our pick 6 for week 4 of 2009.